What's going on, guys, and welcome to the video I'm sure many of you have been waiting for quite some time now. Yesterday I'm going to let you choose the team for my next career mode due to start a week from now on Saturday the 26th of March. Now if you just want to vote for the team and don't care about what I got to say today, then that's totally fine. Simply click on the link in the description and you can vote for one of the 5 teams available for you. But if you're undecided, you're not too sure who you want to vote for out of the 5 teams, then I do recommend watching this video, because in this video I'm going to tell you about the teams, give you a brief description of the teams, give you some pros and cons as well as to why I think they deserve your vote or why they don't deserve your vote, and hopefully that will help you if you're undecided and not too sure who you want to vote for. Also at the end of the video I'm going to show you how to vote as well, so if you're new to my channel or you've never voted on one of my career mode team polls before, then watch to the end of the video. I'll explain how you vote. It's very simple, don't worry about it, it's very simple, but I'll show you how to vote regardless, and you can cast your vote for the next career mode team. So thank you for watching this little introduction. Again, if you just want to vote, then click on the link in the description. Otherwise, enjoy the video, and without further ado, here are the 5 teams gunning for your vote. So the first team I've got for you is Stoke City, and Stoke City right now are in 9th place in the Barclays Premier League. They're a 4.5-star team and they have a budget of £21.5 million as well. They're not playing in Europe in the first season. They do have a real stadium though in the Britannia Stadium, and they got home, away and classic kits as well. Now I'd say the biggest positive to start with Stoke City and replace Mark Hughes is they're a really good starter squad. You see a squad right here in the squad report. It's a really decent starter squad. They've got some decent young players in there as well, added this year with talent like Xherdan Shaqiri. You look at the likes of Jack Butland, Shaqiri, Bojan, Mark Muniesa, and Mbula as well. Some really decent young players that are 23 or under, and a good starter squad, a team that we can definitely go ahead and improve, and hopefully in a couple of years be playing in Champions League football with this side. I'd say the biggest negative with Stoke though is that they are in the Barclays Premier League, and of course BPL career modes, even though I would say they're probably the best for YouTube, can sometimes be a little bit overplayed, and I did start in the BPL as well with Watford and Milan, so maybe you wouldn't like that, but either way, I'd definitely say Stoke are a worthy candidate and definitely worth a vote in my opinion. They're a really decent side, and again 4.5-star team with some smart transfer business and some really good form. I'm confident I get Stoke into the Champions League in the first 2 seasons, progressed them pretty nicely, and they're the first team out of the 5 that I've got for you to vote for my next career mode team. Now the second team I have for you are Hamburg. Now Hamburg right now as I record this video are 12th in the Bundesliga, and they are a 4-star team. They got a £4.3 million budget, and it's the smallest of all 5 of the clubs you'll see in this video. They're not in Europe in the first season either. They have a lovely real stadium which was formerly known as the Imtepik Arena. Don't think it's known as that now, but they also got some great kits as well. Some really nice kits. Home, away, alternate and classic as well. Some lovely kits. The biggest positive in my opinion for Hamburg is that they require a ton of work. You see their squad right here. It's very mediocre at best. Very mediocre indeed. It requires an awful lot of progression, an awful lot of work. The kits again are absolutely lovely. They really are nice, and the stadium's good as well. I love playing in a real stadium. For me it always makes a career mode more unique and more your own really when you play with a real stadium as opposed to a generic one from EA. And also as well, I'd say it's quite a difficult task. Out of all 5 teams, one of the most difficult teams I'd say to manage right from the beginning. The biggest negative though is that small budget, £4.3 million. In the first season, we wouldn't be able to make any world-class signings, or at least I wouldn't think so. So that's probably the biggest negative. But either way, Hamburg I think would be a great side for progression. Really interesting. Haven't managed in the Bundesliga since my FIFA 14 career with Hertha Berlin. If you enjoyed that, maybe return to the Bundesliga could be on the cards with Hamburg. They're the second team, and I think definitely out of all 5 are really worthy of your vote. So Hamburg are the second team out of the 5, and now let's move on to team number 3. Now the third side out of the 5 has got to be the toughest side to manage out of all the teams in this career mode poll. It's Palermo from the Isle of Sicily in Italy. Now right now as I record this commentary, Palermo are 17th in the Serie A in real life, not playing very well, struggling quite a bit, and they've got a 3.5-star team in the game as well, which is the worst out of all 5 you'll see in today's poll. Their budget is £6.5 million, so a little bit better than Hamburg's, but still very small. They're not in Europe, they don't have a real stadium sadly, and their kits are just 2 home and away, no alternate or classic, which is a bit of a shame, but the kits are quite simple and quite nice, as I do like their basic kits really. The positive to Palermo though is that they are the toughest challenge out of all 5 I would say. There's not too many positives when you look at their squad and you look at the overview of the club. They are definitely the weakest side, no doubt about that, but the biggest negative to Palermo though is that we just finished our career mode with Milan in Italy, so the players we'll be aiming to buy with Palermo, as you guys know I like to buy a lot of players that come from the same nation as the club, is that we're probably dealing with a lot of the same players. Maybe not Marco Ryan Tala, but but a lot of the same players. So it could feel a little bit samey, a little bit repetitive, but either way, it's a very poor squad. It will take a long time to get them good, I would say, but either way, it's a tough challenge. It'll be a good challenge and definitely worth a vote in my opinion. So Palermo are the third side out of the 5, and again, it could be a little bit samey, managing in Italy or Milan, now managing Palermo, looking to buy the same sort of players, but either way, Palermo, definitely a tough challenge, definitely worth considering at least, and they are the third team out of the 5 I've got for you in today's poll, and now let's move on to team number 4. And the penultimate team out of these 5 is Swansea City in the Barclays Premier League. So another Premier League side, but they're not an English side, they're a Welsh side. Yes, Swansea City are of course a Welsh team, and that would make them a really unique choice here for a career mode. Being the only Welsh side in the BPL right now, of course Cardiff were in the BPL a couple of years ago, they're Welsh too, but of course right now they're in the Championship. So Swansea, currently the only Welsh side in the Premier League, that'll give them a unique feel. Right now, of course, they're 16th place in the Premier League, struggling a little bit under their new manager. Of course, Gary Monk was sacked by Hugh Jenkins during the season. So 16th in the Premier League right now. They're a 4-star team, an £18 million budget, no European competition. They've got a real stadium though, and home and away kits as well, no alternate or classic. The biggest positive, as I said a minute ago, they're Welsh in the BPL, so it makes them a little bit unique, I would say. I think that would be a nice little challenge for me, really, to see if I can get some young Welsh talent into the side. So they're a Welsh side, makes them a little bit more unique. But the negative, just like with Stoke, is that we're starting in the BPL. Might be a little bit samey if you watch my Watford and Milan career, knowing I'll be buying some similar players and playing the similar teams. So either way, a really good side, definitely worth considering. As I said, now under the management of Francesco, is it Guidolin? Can't pronounce his surname properly, but either way, after Gary Monk was sacked during the season, Swansea not doing too well. They'd require a lot of work. They're an average side, really, but I definitely think I could get them good in a couple of years' time and possibly get them competing for a Champions League place. So Swansea are the 4th side out of the 5, and again, definitely worth considering for a team to manage. And again, a little bit of a unique side, a little bit of a unique side, a Welsh team in the Premier League, the only Welsh side right now, definitely worth considering, and they're the 4th out of the 5, and now let's meet the 5th team. And so the 5th and final team I've chosen in this career mode poll is Sevilla of Spain. Now, Sevilla right now are currently sitting in 5th in La Liga. They're a 4.5-star team. They've got the biggest budget out of all 5 teams with £25 million, and they also start off in the Champions League as well. No real stadium for Sevilla, sadly. They do have home, away, and alternate kits as well, with no sponsors as well, which is pretty nice. The biggest positive to Sevilla is that straight away we can compete for major honours with this side. I definitely feel that, I really do. In the Champions League to begin with, a really solid side at 4.5-star team. I'm pretty confident too, at £25 million, I could turn them into a 5-star team in the first couple of transfer windows. The negative to Sevilla though is they could be a little bit of an easy side to manage, but I wanted to put Sevilla in this poll for as much variety as possible, really. You've seen some average sides. I wanted a really good team to possibly begin with as well this time, because usually when I start a career mode, I start with quite an average team and build them up. I think it could be a challenge to start with a pretty decent side to begin with, who are already competing for major honours. So Sevilla, a pretty decent side, I would say. Definitely worth considering regardless. 4.5-star team, 5th in La Liga right now. And again, I would say with a couple of smart signings, we could turn them into a 5-star team in the first couple of transfer windows. They do require some progression. They've got a good young talent in their goalkeeper though, Sergio Rico. Be interesting to keep an eye on his development. Either way, Sevilla, the 5th and final team. Definitely worth considering if you're someone who wants me to start a bigger team this time. And Sevilla are the 5th and final team you can vote for my next career mode teams. Now it's out of the way, let me show you how you vote for the teams you've never voted before, and also a quick recap of the 5 teams you've seen and when the new career mode will start. So those are the 5 teams you can vote for my next career mode to begin next week on Saturday the 26th of March. Stoke City of the BPL, Hamburg of the Bundesliga, Palermo of the Serie A, Swansea, also like Stoke of the BPL, and also Sevilla of La Liga as well. So 2 BPLs, 1 Serie A, 1 La Liga, and 1 Bundesliga as well. Wanted to give some variety, wanted to give some choice, definitely think I've given that as well. You guys can vote for any of these 5 teams right here, and I must say, I think all 5 of these teams are really good candidates to start a new career mode with. They're all unique in their own different way. I think I can make a good career out of all 5 of these teams, so I really don't mind who you guys vote for. I just want you guys to vote for the team that you believe it will be best for me to start with. So vote for whoever you want, not going to influence your vote at all. Vote for whoever you want. I think all 5 of these teams would be really good to start a career mode with. Now, if you never voted before, let me show you how you do it. It's very, very simple, so don't worry too much. Just open up description on this video, and you'll see a little vote here link. You'll see a link next to the words vote here. Click click on that link, you'll be taken to this page right here, and as you can see, it's a straw poll. All you got to do is check the box next to the team you want to vote for, and then simply click on vote. Once you've done that, you'll be taken to a special results page where you can see the live results as they come in, and you can see who is currently leading in the poll right now. So it's very, very simple. All you got to do is open that description, click on the link next to vote here, click on the box next to the team of your choice, and click on vote. Easy as that. So once you've done that, you're taken to the results page, and as you can see, this is what it will be like. You'll see the live results coming in as they're occurring, and you can see what team is currently winning in the poll right now. So it's as simple as that. So thank you very much for watching, guys. Really hope you have enjoyed this video. Don't forget to vote for the team you want me to start my next career mode with. That will begin next Saturday, so Saturday the 26th of March at 10 a.m. UK time. Hopefully your team wins. Good luck. And again, vote for the team you want. I honestly don't mind who you guys vote for. But thanks for watching regardless. Hopefully you're excited for the new career mode. I certainly am. Don't forget to cast your vote, and I'll see you for the start of that career next week. See you then.